that you're gone, I can fly.
What is up, guys? It is your LOL support here, and for our Friday video I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a Q&A, and thank you for those of you who submitted questions. For those of you who didn't know about the questions, I'm sorry, it was really last minute and I kind of just asked around the people who I'm in close contact with in the community, and they were able to ask a couple great questions. And if you guys want to ask questions for next time, feel free to post it in the comment section down below. Write it on our Facebook, on Twitter. Any of those medias will work. As long as you guys get the question to us, we will be answering those questions, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. What do you like most about League? Asked Daniel. Well, my favorite thing about League is I'm a very competitive person. So the fact that I get to not only learn something consistently, but also get into the habit of playing things where I can be actively, competitive and have fun doing it, So that really kind of helps me out a lot. And the fact that I look to video games as kind of like a stress reliever / I've been playing video games a long time and they've helped me cope with a lot of stuff. It's really nice to stay into the video games, even though I'm getting older and older and older. I'm still able to keep playing. What is the most OP champion you use in the jungle now? Asks Ben. Depends on your lane compositions, I would say. As far as just overall good junglers right now, I'd probably say Vi, Jarvan, Rek'Sai are pretty good right now. Just pretty much gank heavy junglers. I have noticed that a lot of objective-based junglers have fallen out, kind of like Nunu. You can still play them, but the meta right now focuses a lot on early dragon control and a lot of ganking. What school do you go to? Asks James. I am currently a student at UC San Diego, and I love it. I see you played Annie a lot recently. Why? Asks Sophia. I've been playing a lot of Annie recently just because Annie's kit overall is very, very good when it comes to playing her in the mid lane or top lane or support, honestly. A nice AoE stun whenever you need it in a team fight, or a nice targeted stun whenever you need it to be on a certain target. So she kind of has a lot of versatility, and the fact that she's so easy to play, I'm able to focus on a lot of smaller mechanics of my gameplay, like CSing and roaming. I'm new to League. Any tips? Asks Tyler. Well, Tyler, if you're new to League, I would definitely say learn as much as you can before you start playing ranked, because I would say that the biggest thing that I did when I started playing League that actually helped me a lot was the fact that I took a long time to get into the ranked scene, like the ranked solo queue and things like that, and I took more time out and spent it in normal games, figuring out the game, figuring out how things worked and why things work, and really trying to nail down the fundamentals. And I sometimes get from people, how do you know the fundamentals? Where did you learn them from? Well, honestly, it's looking at what I come into contact every single game. What is a constant variable every single game? Minions are a constant variable, no matter what game you play. Objectives are the same principle, no matter what game you play. Something as small as like how to use Vladimir's Q offensively or defensively. That's not something I'm going to play every game, so I didn't really take time out to learn that part too much. I took it more upon myself to learn the finer game mechanics, and then went into ranked. So I'd say wait off on the ranked a little bit, learn about the game first. What made you start YouTube? Asks Craig. Well, a while back, me and my buddy really wanted to start doing YouTube, and we never really got around to it. Well, we got around to it, but it wasn't very successful. And this time around, I really wanted to start the YouTube channel as far as just helping everybody out. I learned a lot of stuff, and I took it upon myself to kind of learn small details that did take a little bit of time. And I thought to myself, you know what? Instead of being selfish, using that time, learning it, and only for one person, why not start a YouTube channel and try and teach as many people as I can? So that way, my time's not wasted, and I can feel like I helped somebody else out by me spending time on learning something. Do you play with subscribers? Asked John. Yeah, sometimes I do play with subscribers. The only problem is every time I play, I typically have a group of people that I play with. And it's usually a full lobby. If not a full lobby, we only have one slot open. So if it seems like I deny a lot of your guys' game requests, it's not because I don't want to play with you guys. It's not because I hate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the best community. But it's just for the simple fact that when I play, I'm usually playing with a group of people from back home that I play a lot with, and typically you'll see a lot of them in my games that I post online. So that's the only reason I don't accept friend or game invites sometimes. You guys can always feel free to personal message me on League or on YouTube or wherever. You guys can ask questions and things like that. And you know what? Sometimes I will be logging on just by myself so I can play a couple games with some subscribers. You know, it's really kind of random. It's not like I have any set in stone date on when I play with subscribers. What's a tip you can give someone about split pushing? Asks our very own Ethan. Some tips I can explain on split pushing is it's not always needed. And sometimes you can split push without even being there, and that just goes into setting up the minion waves correctly, and that's a concept of slow pushing. And a lot of people don't understand the smaller mechanic of the game that you should understand it, because what it does is it allows you to put pressure on the map, and it makes you a lot more adept at being able to take objectives after you take previous objectives. So if you win a fight around dragon, you take the dragon, and because you set up bot waves to prep so that it slow pushes, depending on how fast you wanted it to slow push, there will be a huge minion wave waiting at their turret, waiting for you guys to siege that turret. So you guys are able to get more out of the game off of every single fight. So that's what I would say about split pushing, and you should know how to split push, but more importantly, you should know how to set up pushes. Because setting up pushes is ultimately what you really want to aim for. Alright guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a comment down below, letting us know what you liked, and asking us for our questions for the future video. You know, I really want to answer your guys' questions. And I really want to have a solid connection with the community. I feel like this is really important with us. So, alright guys, without anything else to say, this has been your LOL support, and I am out of here.